Welcome to IV360. In this video, we are going to solve the next two problems of SL Paper 1 TZ1 May 2019. So let's start. Third problem is the following diagram shows a right triangle ABC. Point D lies on AB such that CD bisects ACB, angle ACB. Given that sine theta is equals to 3 by 5, find the value of cos theta. So the thing is, you can see for the first problem we don't need the particular value of from the triangle to do this math. So the first thing is, it is written as sine theta is equals to 3 by 5. So now from the formula we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. We need to use this formula here, and if we use this formula here, so like this, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So from here we can write 3 by 5 whole square plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So here 9 by 25 plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So we can write cos square theta is equals to 1 minus 9 by 25. So we can write 16 by 25. So now we can get from here, that is cos square theta is equals to 16 by 25. So we can conclude cos theta is equals to 4 by 5. So we are taking the positive value. So why not the negative value? As you can see, theta is the acute angle of a triangle ABC. So as it is acute angle, so we are taking the positive value. So ultimately what we can write, the value of cos theta is equals to 4 by 5. Now the second problem, find the value of cos 2 theta. For the value of cos 2 theta, we can use three formulas. Like cos 2 theta, we have three formula in our hand. One is cos square theta minus sine square theta. Second one is 2 cos square theta minus 1. And third one is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Now the fact is, as it is always good, as in the question you have the value of sine theta given, so we will use the formula where the sine theta is involved. It is a very good practice. You are doing the problem from the value that is already given in the question, so it is very good attempt. So from here we can do this problem in this way, that is cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So we can write 1 minus 2 into the value of sine theta is given as 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 whole square. So we can write 1 minus 2 into 9 by 25. So from here we can write 1 minus 18 by 25. So we can write 25 minus 18 divided by 25. So ultimately cos 2 theta is equals to 7 by 25. So as you can see, it is a very simple problem. Just you need to arrange the questions and you need to do the problem. And one more important thing, if some value is given in the question paper, then you need to take that value while doing other problems. Okay, so this is a very good practice. Now the third problem, for this third problem we need the image. Now we need the image. Okay, so let's start the third problem. Here it is written, hence or otherwise find BC. So we need to find out the length of BC. So AC is given, as you can see AC is given, it is 14 centimeter, it is given. We need to find out BC. So this is the length that we need to find out. So from here to here, this is the length we need to find out. And the angle you can see, that is 2 theta. As you can see, theta plus theta. So this angle, that is angle ACB, is equals to 2 theta. So now from the formula of cos, we can write this particular problem. So if there is any right angle triangle, and if this is theta, so and this is x, this is y, this is z. So cos theta is equals to basically xy by zy. So the angle and related two sides will be in the equation. So the angle and related two sides we will need to take. So for this particular problem, let us do it. So it is cos, we will find cos 2 theta because this particular angle is now 2 theta. So cos 2 theta is equals to, here the base is AC and the hypotenuse is BC. So in the previous slide you can see the value of cos theta is 7 by 25. So 7 by 25 is equals to AC, the value of AC is 14 centimeter divided by BC. So from here we can write BC is equals to 14 into 25 divided by 7. So it is BC is equals to 50. So we can write here that is BC is equals to 50 centimeters. So this problem is done. This was a very simple question, very simple problem. Just you need to remember the facts. One more thing that we have done in the previous problem, that the value of sine theta was given and we need to find out the value of cos theta. So for this type of problem, if you forget the formula, that is cos square theta plus sine square theta is equals to 1, if you forget this type of formula, then what you can do, you just construct one you just construct a right angle triangle, and you know sine and give theta anywhere, and this is xyz, and you know sine theta is basically height by hypotenuse. So if this is height, so this is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So ultimately from Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras theorem you can find out the value of yz. So how you can find that? Just it is equals to yz is equals to root over 5 square minus 3 square is equals to 4. So now you can find out cos theta is equals to 4 by 5. So in this way also you can approach the first problem. This is also a method. But when you will approach this type of method, whenever you are not getting the formula, that is you are you have forgot the formula, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So that was the thing that I need to mention. Now we will move towards the fourth problem or fourth question. So here one function is given. This is one rational function, and write down the equation of the vertical asymptote of the graph of f. So this is a very simple question. For vertical asymptote, it is basically to get the vertical asymptote, we need to make the denominator equals to 0. So here what is the denominator? Here as you can see the denominator is x plus 3. So x plus 3 is equals to 0. So from here we can write x is equals to minus 3. So this is the vertical asymptote. So x equals to minus 3 is the vertical asymptote of fx. So from here you can see x equals to minus 3 is the vertical asymptote of fx. So the point is, what you need to remember is, for finding vertical asymptote we just need to make the denominator equals to 0. So this is the thing. Now we need to find f inverse x. So first we will write fx. So fx equals to, we will write in this way, that is y equals to 2x minus 1 by x plus 3. Now we need to swap the values of x and y. Wherever it is x, we will write y, and wherever it is y, we will write x. So from here we can write, after swapping, we can write here x is equals to 2y minus 1 divided by y plus 3. So just we will cross multiply that. So xy plus 3x is equals to 2y minus 1. So we will take the y parts in one particular side. So xy, from here I am writing. So xy minus 2y is equals to minus 1 minus 3x. So we can take y common. So x minus 2 is equals to minus 1 plus 3x. Just I am taking minus 1 common. So from here we can write y is equals to minus of 1 plus 3x divided by x minus 2, and we are multiplying minus 1 in both denominator and numerator. So we are getting 1 plus 3x divided by 2 minus x. So this is basically f inverse x. So we have found out f inverse x. So you need to remember this particular part because we need to find out the horizontal asymptote also. So in this way, this problem is done. Okay. So now find the equation. So first we will write the equation of F inverse. So F inverse of x is equals to 3x plus 1 divided by 2 minus x. So in the question, what has been told? Find the equation of the horizontal asymptote of the graph F inverse. So to find out the horizontal asymptote, it is very easy. So it is basically coefficient. I'm just writing in short format. So coefficient of x in numerator, just I'm writing in short form. So coefficient of x in numerator. So as you can see here, the coefficient of x in numerator is 3 divided by coefficient of x in denominator. So here, as you can see, the coefficient of x in denominator is -1. So, and we will write this in y equals to format. So y equals to, now coefficient of x in numerator is 3 and coefficient of x in denominator is -1. So we can write y equals to -3 is the horizontal asymptote of f inverse x. One special note, as you can see here, the vertical asymptote was x equals to -3 and horizontal asymptote is also y equals to -3. So the value will be same. Like here I am writing vertical, the value of vertical asymptote, the value of, it is special note, and you can get this type of problem in various type of competitive exams and MCQs. That is the value of vertical asymptote of fx is equals to the value of horizontal asymptote of f inverse x. So this is a very important point. The value of vertical asymptote of fx is equals to the value of horizontal asymptote of f inverse x. So in this way, this problem is also done. Thank you for watching IB360. In next videos, we will discuss the later problems. Thank you.